So, welcome back. We are here at July 2nd with the international free agent signings. I have got a lot of emails and I should delete them all, but I did want to also update you guys that we signed all of the draft picks that we wanted to sign. I think there were a couple that our scout wanted that are impossible signings, but that's all like the 7th round or later. So we got all our guys. We'll see how they develop. But with that said, let's take a look at the international amateurs for this year. And it looks like teams may spend up to $5 million per year. So I know in previous versions of this game, you can spend up to a certain amount, and then there's a penalty. Looks like this year there's no penalties. I guess you can just spend up to $5 million or something. So with that said, let's take a look here. Our head scout certainly likes Rodriguez. Guess there's also this Oswaldo Guerrero, although I don't really think... He seems to be clearly a step below Rodriguez. There's this Jon Antonak if we're looking for a starter. Yeah, so I don't really see anyone that jumps out, but if we're not going to get penalized, we might as well just spend... $5 million on Rodriguez? I mean, I don't really see anyone else who looks great. I don't really think it's worth spending any money on Guerrero, to be honest. So let's just try for Rodriguez, and we'll just see how he develops. Why not? Try 375. So I think that's like to the dollar what we can spend. Oh, it says we've got a little more money left. Whatever, that's fine. Let's see if we can sign him for that amount. I am definitely a little confused about the international free agent signing thing for this year. I'll maybe have to look at some forums or something. Wow. Good thing Justin Grimm isn't a good pitcher. Because if we had Nace and he was out for 14 months, I'd be very disappointed. As it is for Grimm, I don't really care. That sounds so mean. I feel bad for him, but all right. So it is now July 12th. I'm going to do a quick trade here. Chelsea Cuthbert, who has been our DH this year and just has been awful. Slugging 358 as a DH is not what I want, but the manager really wants to stick him at DH, and I was offered a trade by the Nationals, who really wanted this guy, so that kind of got me thinking, so I just shopped him around, and we're going to trade him to the Cincinnati Reds, because the Reds want to give up Cody Reed for him, so that sounds fine to me. He's been pretty good in A-ball, and last year he was pretty good in AA or AAA, actually, so we might even just stick him in the starting rotation. I should also say, just for trade settings, I've got it on hard and favor prospects, which I think is the best. I think that's what challenge mode has. But anyway. All right, so we are here at the 2018 All-Star Game. Let's take a look. Look at this. Whit Merrifield was the MVP. 3 for 3. That is great. Let's see if we can find the box score here. That's funny. Whit Merrifield was named the MVP, but the American League lost. So let's see if we can find him here. Here he is. He's a pinch hitter. 3 RBIs, too. Wow, did he hit a home run? He got a double. Looks like there weren't any home runs. But that's cool. All right, so that's interesting. Let's see if we can find the All-Star teams as well. So if we take a look here, a lot of Boston Red Sox. So you see David Price, Eduardo Rodriguez, and Chris Sale. 3/5 of a rotation were All-Stars. But in terms of Kansas City, it looks like it was just Whit Merrifield, but he was certainly a worthy representation. He is hitting 330 so far. God, he is on fire. I mean, we might have to sell this guy high, as sad as that is to say. But yeah, look, I mean, we are almost 500 still. I mean, we're at the All-Star game. We are 10 games out of the division, so not really close there. But not really close in the wild card either. Oh, well. All right, so we're getting down near the trade deadline. It is July 23rd. So there's a couple people that I would definitely think about trying to move. One is Whit Merrifield. We could try to move Moustakas. He's actually been pretty valuable. You can see he's had 20 home runs so far, on pace for another 30 home run season after he had the franchise record, 38 home runs last year. So that's definitely a possibility. And then we could also try to move Perez. I feel like he would have been the most valuable, but he just hasn't been very good. I don't know why a team would want a catcher who's hitting 227 and isn't that great defensively. So, all right, so definitely some interesting deals here for Whit Merrifield. I can see Zach Collins here, who is a pretty well-regarded catching prospect, but I don't really like his defense, so kind of really want a good defensive catcher, to be honest. Giolito, he's kind of a hit or miss prospect always, and here, I don't know, to me that looks like too much of a miss, but God, he's got some good plus pitches, and he throws almost 100 miles an hour. And there's this Bradley Zimmer. Ooh, this might be who we get here. Yeah, he's playing really well in AAA, really good defensively. 25 years old. He's got some service time already, but I might have to do that. And there's Derek Fisher on the Astros. He's kind of a good all-around player. Only 24. Max Kepler, strained shoulder. Ooh, wow, look at the season he is having. Oh my goodness. Tyler Austin, that's who got in a fight with Joe Kelly at the Red Sox a couple days ago. Ooh, Willie Calhoun. Wow, look at that offense. Ooh, we could totally stick him in left field. Or even just put him in second base. I mean, it's just someone that's younger. That's kind of why I want to trade Merrifield, to be honest. If he was younger, I'd keep him. Blake Snell. Whoa, Blake Snell. Whoa. Only a mild abdominal strain. Oh my God, I think we need to get Blake Snell. The hell's going on here? Nomar Mazara. Sorry, I'm just like shouting names. I'm just surprised. I mean, I guess I maybe shouldn't be because he's having a heck of a season. But these are some really good offers. All right, so in the end, I think we are going to settle on this trade, which will send Whit Merrifield to the Tampa Bay Rays. They'll be able to have him on the cheap. Let's see who their second baseman is. I guess they've got Brad Miller, but yeah, anyway, it'll definitely be a big step up for them because Merrifield is looking like an absolute stud. I mean, God, look at those numbers. He's on pace to be a 6-win player. And of course, I'd like to keep him, but, given the fact that he's 30, I just kind of feel like he's going to decline, kind of soon. And to get an arm like Blake Snell, who's only 25 years old, he's got a lot of team control left. I just really like this move. He's already having a pretty good season here. And then the other guy we're going to get is this Ian Gibaut, who's also a major league arm. He's a reliever. We could always use more relievers. He has been absolutely god-awful in very limited time with Tampa Bay. But you can see in Double-A, he was basically lights out. So I think in the long run, he'll be pretty good. I like some of his dynamite pitches there. So we are going to complete this trade. Certainly not a blockbuster trade, but a big move there. So the other major move I'd like to try to do is Salvador Perez. And, part of it is that I think he can help a team. He's not going to have the value that I would have hoped, but he's still got some good ratings. And, his contract is pretty affordable for most teams. I don't really want this on the books. I just kind of would rather not be paying that, to be honest, and spend that on the draft or something. All right, so taking a look at what some teams are offering, there were two things that I liked the most. One is actually Bradley Zimmer. It seems like the Indians really don't want Bradley Zimmer. I mean, first of all, he's in AAA, just doing nothing. And second of all, they seem to try to offer him in just about every trade, so I might have to take him off of their hands. And then the other big name, not really big name, but just a good reliever I saw. Hold on. Yeah, it was this Jamie Callahan from the Mets. Now, he is a reliever, but he's a really good one. Just look at the microscopic numbers in Double-A and really good numbers in the majors as well. Great stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is trade for Bradley Zimmer and then just see what it would cost to get this Callahan guy after that trade. Yeah, because our center fielder is Gorkys Hernandez. So, yeah, let's get Bradley Zimmer. All right, so we're going to do this trade. Obviously, Salvador Perez, very good catcher. There's no doubt about that. But, you know, I don't really want to pay this amount of money, considering he's hitting like 227 this year, and I don't really know if he's going to bounce back. And Bradley Zimmer is a very good player, especially defensively, and we can just stick him in center field. He's going to be very valuable, even if he doesn't hit that much. Obviously, the avoid K rating is awful for him, but yeah, I feel pretty good about this. All right, and then the last guy I'm going to try to trade is Kelvin Herrera, just to see, you know, if anyone is kind of interested in grabbing him. I don't expect to get much, but even if it's just kind of a more cost-controlled reliever, that would be great. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, even like Bobby Pointer for the Red Sox, I might do that trade, just because I know, at least with Pointer, it's someone that we'll have for a number of years. Like Herrera, he's great, but we're going to lose him in free agency anyway. Like, I'm not going to pay him $8 million considering he's starting to decline. You can see a lot more walks. Strikeouts are down, at least from his prime. So, I don't know. I think we're going to do this trade, even though Pointer isn't too great. All right, so then the other thing is we just need some sort of bat for the rest of this year. As you can see, we've got Ryan Goins at second base, which is kind of sad. Butera as the catcher, and Bryce Brentz as the DH. So I'd like to at least fill one of those gaping holes for the rest of this year. So first of all, let's bring up Cam Gallagher back to the majors now that Perez is gone, so at least we fill up that roster spot. And in terms of free agents, let's see if there's anyone. I kind of see the Sandy Madera. I think he would be fine as a DH for the rest of the year. Yeah, let's just sign this guy. Why not? Oh, not interested in playing for us. Well, that's great. How about Bumho Lee? Oh, my God. Oh, this is kind of hilarious. All right, yeah, let's sign Bumho. And we'll look at the waiver wire as well. Yeah, that's fine with me. So that's going to do it for this episode. I guess I should also mention I got sick of Ned Yost's small ball personality. So I fired him, and we signed Oliver Attridge, who's a sabermetric guy. He also lets me control the lineup and pitching staff more, which is always good. Then we hired a pitching coach, Craig Bjorgen. Definitely butchered the pronunciation there. And then we also hired Todd Benzinger as our hitting coach. I think overall, you know, we are overperforming a little bit. I thought that we would be a little bit worse than 46 and 53. But I do think that we've gotten better for the future. Really like that we got Blake Snell. I can't believe we did, but that's really cool. And in terms of our order, getting the center fielder Bradley Zimmer was a really nice pickup. And, you know, I don't know, people like Salvador Perez or that second baseman, I'm even forgetting his name, Merrifield, I think. They're really good, but they're like 30, and I just, you know, they're not going to be there down the road. And now we can kind of free up a little bit of money to, I don't know, we could sign, you know, more people in the draft, or, you know, splash more money in the international free agent market, you know, whatever it might be, but it just kind of gives us more options. So anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Probably a little bit long here, but I will see you guys next time in the off season.